James,
No girls
James,
allowed.
you're gonna have to get replaced as a guest.
If you have a penis, penis good. No penis bad.
We're gonna talk about relationships, dating in high school. We should talk about friendships too, stuff like that, and how to keep good relationships. If you didn't know, this podcast. I don't know why I'm pointing. I'll probably put something up on screen, but like it's on Spotify. Check the description.
You'd rather
it's
listen
there.
to it than just like watch us.
Yeah,
like,
it's
with our fingers.
Yeah, it's easier to listen to. Hopefully on Spotify. So do that.
It's really cold.
Bro,
Well,
you're inside. It's not like okay, yeah. Where we live right now,
just really
it's like negative.
Oh no, it's not negative. It's like 6.
Well, negative Celsius.
It's like
He's Romanian, and so he thinks he's better than us by
Bro.
using the metric system.
what's a meter?
100 centimeters.
What's a centimeter?
You know what else is 100 centimeters?
Okay, what are we even talking about?
I've always been the one, I guess besides like James had like,
a freaking Rizzler, bro.
yeah, I've always been the one that's like tried to date girls all the time. That sounds really, that sounds really bad. I like girls, obviously. Right now I have a girlfriend. Relationships are hard, like in high school, especially. And I'm sure just in life,
I'm hard in general.
being with someone is hard.
Bro, we are so
Oh my gosh.
locked in right now.
Dude.
Okay, put it in.
Bro, stop.
Okay.
I think having a girlfriend in general is hard, and especially in high school, because like nobody really knows who they are as a person in high school. I mean, for the most part, and everyone's just kind of like trying to get themselves together and like pass math. And then if you have a job, then like if you don't work on weekdays, and like you gotta work, so you takes up all your weekend, and then you don't have time for like your friends and like your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. It's a tough life out here, guys.
Bro does not live in the slums.
Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't go to the same school as us, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of weird because I know all her friends, but she doesn't really know mine. Like, I don't want to diss anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to give my experience, and like hopefully my girlfriend listens to this podcast. She listened to the last one actually.
Hey.
She watched the whole thing. I love her. Shout out. Yeah, Bogdan, you can go.
Relationships sometimes like. Okay, when you're this young, it's hard to gauge like risk versus reward, and that's something that's like scientifically proven because your brain is still developing. And there's a lot of people that really struggle with that, including me. And overall, I'd say like most of the times, not like 100% of the time, but like most of the time, like 90% of the time, it is not worth it to get into a relationship in high school. Unless you're like senior year, you got everything figured out, like
the
stuff like that.
Experience of it.
Yeah, like experience is good to get. So like maybe like, but then again, like dating for experience is kind of like a you're not gonna.
At this age, you're just dating someone because you like them, not because you're gonna marry them.
That's true.
Well,
That's also
but
true.
a lot of people date to marry, and
I mean,
like,
not
even
at
in
this
high
age,
school.
though.
Well, even in high school.
I mean,
like,
you could.
I
like
mean,
high
yeah,
school
there are
sweethearts.
a few.
Mostly people just date because they like each other.
And like in high school, everyone's like horny.
That's true.
So most of the time, it's just not worth it unless you got your stuff together, unless you know what you're doing, because it comes with a lot of stress, a lot of responsibilities, and
Great power
with great
responsibility.
this
Copyright.
This is the worst podcast ever. Well,
It's
James
just
James. If you're looking at it, James is the one that's most successful with girls here.
Yeah, James had a 2-year relationship.
But that's only because it was one person.
Well,
no,
yeah,
like,
duh.
Like Bogdan's had more than one person.
What do you mean?
Like one girlfriend.
Are you
not at the
good?
same time.
No,
but-
I wasn't. What are you trying to say?
You've only had one girlfriend.
Yeah, so like
Two
my
girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
I've only had 2.
We have to cut that out. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like what do you mean like successful though?
Like,
I don't know, like-
longest relationship.
Well,
Yeah.
longest, and it's like I don't know.
healthy.
I mean it could
Yeah,
be oh
it
okay.
like sounded healthy, like the way you like
Yeah,
were
like
talking
it
about
could be
in
long
general.
and bad.
Yeah.
Like Bogdan's that one.
He's legally
Oh, wait.
not allowed to
I'm
talk
legally
about that.
not.
We'll just say that you had
You had some trouble.
a rotten
Yeah.
rotten
You had a rotten
tomato.
egg.
Rotten egg.
Yeah. Rotten egg code word.
Okay. So what were we talking about?
We're talking about how you are the Rizzler, actually.
Oh no, I actually only had 2 girlfriends, not one, because I
Yeah, but,
forgot
like-
about the other one.
The other one you dated for like a week.
Yeah. Okay, that was not a relationship. Maybe that's why you forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I don't want
It's
to count
okay.
it as a relationship, but I guess it was.
It's okay. I don't want to count my relationship either, but it is what it is.
Yeah, like that's the thing too, because a lot of high school relationships last for a week and they end in the stupidest way. Like
Yeah.
yours ended because she just straight up ghosted you
yeah,
for
but
no reason.
it's okay. I don't know why. I don't know. I actually don't know why that happened.
I kind of put all my eggs into a basket sometimes.
That's what I did with.
too.
I mean, I don't know. Like I just like love. I just love, you know?
That's pretty real.
And I love loving somebody.
But like sometimes you don't gotta do that like in a relationship. You know, you can like find someone or something that you love.
Yeah.
Like someone I mean like as a friend, like you guys. That was for real. Like playing sports and stuff, or like I don't know, whatever hobbies you have. Like if you love doing that, like sometimes that can feel.
It's not the same as loving somebody and like being loved by somebody.
Wait, there's a gummy worm over there. I forgot to eat.
If my advice to you, if you're gonna get into a relationship in high school, is don't because I don't want to say this because I don't want my girlfriend to think I like don't take her seriously, which I do. Probably unless you know that she's like the best girl. How do I word this?
But like that's the thing. Like you'll
Like
never
try not to
like be obsessed.
to like go all in. Yeah, put all your eggs in one basket. Because like I remember when James and I went to the Joji concert and like we saw all of those people there, bro. You were like, I don't know, you said something because like there was
I don't remember what I said.
There's a lot of
I know,
There was
but-
a lot of people.
Yeah, there was a hell of a lot of people. And that, like, sometimes that just puts into perspective like how many people you think you know and how many people there actually are. And like
And that's just like
that was like one stadium.
There's a lot of fish in the sea.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like there's a lot of people. So like don't put all your eggs in one basket because.
But also,
don't settle. Because even if you're in high school, relationships can still be like very they can still affect you as a person. And so even though I'm saying, hey, maybe don't take it that seriously, still take it seriously and take yourself seriously. If the person is being like toxic to you and being like straight up rude, then like yeah, like I don't care if it's high school or not, like you don't know he deserves that, right? But also it's also important to understand that relationships go through a period of just like really hard times, and I think a lot of people mistake that for like toxicity or just like, oh, they're not the one for me because we're arguing a ton and like we're going through this period where like we just like don't enjoy each other as much. I think that's a really like normal part of relationships, and being in high school and like starting to date is where you learn that, and that's where you also make mistakes and stuff. And like that's why I think dating in high school is important, because you learn a lot of actual things that happen in actual relationships. There's a couple in our high school that's been dating for like since like 8th grade, and they're doing really well, but I'm sure they went through maybe one or two stages where they just all they did was argue for like a month or two. Like that's like I think that's a really like normal thing that people need to realize and learn in high school.
I feel like the only thing that some people know about like relationships is that they're a lot like friendships, obviously. And so like usually in friendships, like you won't argue as much as you would in a relationship. And so you're like going into the relationship expecting not to argue or like fight as much. Cause like, I mean like, yeah, we just got mad at James earlier, but like, actually you're not a good example because we get mad at you a lot. But like, we never take it, we never take it, like, I don't argue that much with Anthony.
Yeah.
Like,
We were just arguing downstairs.
I know, we were just, no, but shut up.
Don't expect relationships to just be like, oh, we're gonna hold hands and make out and stuff. That's the only thing we're gonna do. Like, you have to understand that you're working with an actual person. Like you guys are committed to each other, and you guys are like actually people. So you can't just expect everything to be perfect. You have to be
communicate.
Yeah, you have to be prepared for the tough communication, for the tough talks, for all that stuff.
Like we're talking a lot about like being in an actual relationship,
I
but
was
like,
about to say that.
but like, how do you get there? Like,
Oh,
how do you do all that?
So like
how do
before you
how do you rizz up?
Batty. Okay, I'm killing myself. Okay.
we're cutting that out.
How do you?
Before you get into a relationship, you have to like know that person really well. Like you might just like them and you've been talking to them for like
Maybe you just think they're hot. So,
yeah.
Like
You
James.
you just have to like know what they're like and what their insecurities are, and don't push them to be anybody else. Kind of like you can't like want them to do something that they're not gonna do.
Everybody is loved differently, right? And I don't think it's a crazy thing to say to like ask your partner like, hey, I want you to do this for me to show that you appreciate me. I don't think that's not what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But if the person just isn't right for you and you just find yourself always having to like call them out for their mistakes or whatever, then that's when you should be like, okay, maybe this is hurting both of us.
Dude, whatever they just said, 100% agree. No illogical fallacies, nothing.
Like there's gonna be a lot of disagreements, and that's what causes a lot of breakups. But it's just like how you decide to get through it. You have to really talk to each other and put a lot of things aside to just focus on one thing so you can get through it together instead of pushing it away. Like if there's a problem, then you should talk about it. But if it's like just always lingering in the corner and it just keeps coming back now and then, it's just going to become worse and worse. And then more problems are going to be filled in, and it's just going to be exponentially bad, I guess.
It's just
like
a
it'll
weight
keep
you have to
growing.
carry. Like it'll be like that anxious feeling that you
Like
always
if
have.
you have like one tiny thing that you think is bothering you, just say something about it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't,
but not like in a mean way, obviously.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, can we talk about this?
yeah,
It's like, blah,
like it might just be
blah,
like reassurance, like something, little things like that is very important in a long-term relationship. You just have to talk through things.
Also, it's important to understand that you are both in high school, so you guys,
like you've lived through less than, I'd say, like 2/10 of your life.
yeah, you have a lot of life left to live, and you will both make a lot of mistakes, and forgiving each other for those mistakes is really important. But also, you guys won't always have the most time to give each other. In high school, again, there's extracurriculars, there's like actual school. You might go to a different school than, you know, whoever you're dating. It's just important to acknowledge the fact that along with the hardships, there's also going to be periods of time where you just don't have all the time that you want to give to the person you love. But that's kind of me just saying stuff, because I'm probably just saying that because my girlfriend and we're kind of going through that situation right now. Hopefully she doesn't get mad at me for kind of talking about that on YouTube a little bit. So that's why I'm saying you should probably cut this out.
I don't know. I might keep it in because
you might keep it in.
People like genuine stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's important in a relationship too. Great segue, Anthony. Being authentic and being intentional with things. Like if you accidentally do something that your partner doesn't like, and they're like, hey, can you just not do that? And then you like, now you know not to do that, obviously. So like you have to intentionally do the things they like don't like, and obviously like it's not gonna go with everything. Sometimes you just gotta do that thing. I don't know, like there's not a good example I can think of off the top of my head, but like being intentional with the things you do and the things you don't do is like easily one of the most important things you can do in a relationship, because it can apply from little things to like big things. Being genuine, like being genuinely communicating, being genuine with your actions, your thoughts, your words. It goes like, it's such a big deal to me personally.
Because these are actual
Yeah,
people.
these are like actual, like golden rule, just treat them how you'd want to be treated.
And if they don't treat you the way you want to be treated, then leave. I mean, first, obviously, talk about it.
Yeah,
because maybe they just don't know, and then give them some time to change, to, you know, like do things the way you want them to be done, to a healthy extent. Obviously, don't just be like, hey, I hate who you are as a person, this is what you should do differently, because if you're like that, then you guys aren't gonna work out. But always give second, third chances if it's stuff that's like internal stuff. If it's internal stuff, like you guys are just trying to figure things out. But if it's like they cheat on you, oh yeah, leave them. Don't give them a second chance.
Or 3 chances.
Or 4. Yeah, don't drag that on, because you're worth more than somebody that thinks that, you know, that they can just replace you like that while they're still with you, you know?
Dude, that's such a low move. Like who would do that realistically? Like the fact that people like that exist is crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't like people that cheat. Like, that's so crappy. That's one of the scummiest things I think you could do as a person. I mean, like, besides like murder, but
Besides like blowing up their entire family, I guess.
But as in an emotional like relationship with somebody where like you guys both are opening up to each other and trusting each other, like that is like the ultimate way of like just saying like F you, like disrespecting them. Like that is crazy, and people do that all the time, and it's just like people do it multiple times, and like that's why people stay. I don't blame anybody that stays with whoever they cheated on, because like you want that like reassurance, you still like want to love them, like and because you still love them, and even though they did that, you can't think of losing them, even though they hurt you that bad. And so yeah, I think that again, relationships in high school are important for realizing that sometimes it's worth cutting it off if they've done something like that where they just like cheat on you straight up and they just obviously don't care about you anymore. Sometimes you just kind of have to let go. But again, if you guys are going through a hard time and you guys are both trying to work through it, don't just be like, oh well, I'm not very happy with you right now, so I'm gonna ditch you, because you know, I think that's something that's normal in relationships, and you guys should both work through that.
If your partner like doesn't like something, you have to respect that opinion and try to live with it, because not everything you do they're gonna like, I guess. So I don't know.
If your
For example,
relationship- let me make an analogy real quick. Like if your relationship is a puzzle, right, and the pieces don't exactly fit, but they mostly fit, then sometimes, like, if that's what you can get, you gotta take it. And if you're happy with it, and if your partner's happy with it, like 95% of the time, and there's still that 5%, you just gotta take that, because like no relationship is ever gonna be 100% perfect. Ever.
But like, for example, like if you wanted to be like, I don't know, more physical, but the other person doesn't like to be more physical or something.
Oh, like physical touch.
Yeah, like physical touch, not like that.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I could include that too.
But like for like physical touch, some people just might think of love differently, so they might not like physical touch as much as you do, and you just have to respect that. Like, yeah, sure, it might make you feel better, but if it makes them feel worse, then you have to like think about your actions. You have to think about what you're doing and do something that they like. And when you do something that they like, you're gonna feel accomplished too. So even if you're a physical touch person, but they're like a gift giving or something like that, then just try to go with what they like more, and that'll make you feel better too. Because if you're making them happy, then you're gonna be happy.
Everyone has different perceptions of love and like how love should be. So
You just gotta
I don't know.
respect.
You just gotta respect that, and you gotta be understanding of when they like communicate that across.
There's nothing better for me to see like the biggest smile on my girlfriend's face when I get her like flowers or something, because her love language is, well, gift giving, but like she doesn't really like receiving gifts, but like she loves acts of service, and like flowers is kind of like an act of service, because it's just like I appreciate you enough to buy you these like really pretty like plants, you know?
I thought acts of service is like you're doing work for someone.
Yeah, but
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're doing something for them.
yeah,
Wasn't that also
that's doing something.
Gift
I mean,
giving
like
would
in your
literally be
example.
like
Well, okay, like let me rephrase. Like she loves getting gifts, but she likes giving gifts more.
Oh.
So there's
okay.
like two different love languages, like what you like to receive and what you give.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
My bad.
Like you can give physical touch, but like receive like acts of service because that's what you like. But you like giving physical touch.
Dude, that okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, if you guys both like, okay, so what James said, oh, like if you tell your partner, oh, I want to cuddle more, and they're like, well, I don't know. And then I think you guys should probably have a talk about that, about meeting in the middle, because if the way of feeling loved isn't really being met, then that could hurt you. Even if you are giving them what they want, part of relationships is like sacrifice, you know, and they should also be trying to step out of their comfort zone to do what you want, you know? That can be really hard to do. I know I sometimes struggle with that, because sometimes I'm like, well, it's my way or the highway, but then I have to realize, like, you know, that's unhealthy, and that's like, you can't just expect them to be perfect and then you can make all these mistakes, you know?
Once you do something for them that they like and they do stuff that you like, you'll be more comfortable and it'll naturally get better.
Yeah, like
And-
as the relationship progresses,
Yeah.
obviously you guys are gonna become
Like-
more comfortable with each other.
You might not get a lot of physical touch if that's what you want, but as you guys get more comfortable, you guys will grow naturally, and then she might start giving you more physical touch. Like your connection grows positively if your actions are positive. So like if you're doing stuff that she likes and all that, then you're going to receive the same thing. Like you can't expect to have the relationship get better if you're just doing something that you like and not what they like. Like you can't be selfish about it.
We were just talking about like relationships and like solving problems in relationships and stuff. But let's get into like the actual fun stuff. Like the first part of relationships. The first part is like, dude, she's so pretty.
But like sometimes that's like the lesson you gotta learn. You gotta like get humbled by this system.
Anyways, this is a side tangent. So I drive now, right? And I have to get out of the school, and high schoolers do not know how to walk in front of cars. They don't look at you. They just kind of trust that you're not gonna hit them, dude. And then like they'll walk.
so real.
They'll walk in front of the car, and then like they're almost like out of your range of being hit, and then they'll just like walk, like suddenly like turn forward so that you're like at an awkward angle, so you can't move forward because they're still like there, and they're just like walking up, and then they just turn again. Like, what are you doing? Just like get out of my way so I can go home. That's my least favorite part about driving now, bro. No, that's just my least favorite part.
Can I talk about icks? Icks are probably the like dumbest things. Like especially like okay. Oh my god, he does water polo. Like shut up. Not liking a guy or girl. I've seen this mostly in girls. It's like any small thing that they don't like, about him is like, I got dissed because I play water polo. Like, do you realize how dumb that is?
Okay.
Bro.
I got dissed for being cold when it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah,
outside.
exactly. Like,
Wait, what?
What?
You got dissed.
you got dissed for being
I was
cold
like-
in the
yeah,
cold?
It's an ick being it's a ick when guys get cold. Like if they get cold, they shouldn't get cold. Like what the
actual thing
Was
that they
that?
said.
Wait,
Who said that?
wait,
I
who
can't-
said
I
that?
can't
Who
say
said?
that.
No, I'll cut it out. Bro, no wonder she said that.
Dude,
Okay,
that's
of
so
course she
said
stupid.
that. Oh
No,
my-
That's
no,
so
she has an ick list. It's like 100.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
120
This
things.
is
Don't date girls that have an ick list because that's stupid. If you're getting an ick because a dude's getting cold, you got like bigger fish to fry, bro. Like you gotta look internally and be like,
Oh, he has a pimple on his ear that only lasts 2 weeks. That's
No,
an
it's
ick.
over.
it's over. I'm breaking up with you because
buzzer.
you have a like you're going through puberty. Nah, that's an ick, dude. I only like people that don't go through puberty.
They're just the dumbest
balls are
things.
blue?
They're just the dumbest things that you could find about a person.
And like barely even like affect the relationship.
Like they exactly like half the time they don't even affect the relationship, and that's why you're not dating. Like like
Oh, he has a green screen.
shut up. Okay, icks are dumb is what I'm trying to say. They're really stupid.
Yeah.
Icks are really dumb. Please, if you have an ick, call this number. I don't know.
I live on. Bro, you better bleep that out. I'm trusting you to edit that out, bro. I'm trusting you.
Don't be surprised if like some packages show up at your door. You know,
Don't give me mail bombs, please.
you like your dad like picks it up. Anthony, boom,
Gift giving.
give. Oh, but it's my love language.
That's how strong my love is for you.
My love for
is like a bomb.
my love for you is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it in.
Bro, what?
What are we talking about, bro? We were so serious and now.
No, yeah, girl. Okay, but like girls are like a fun part of high school though. Like
I'd say they're fun.
so,
honestly.
like this is often like a guy perspective
Yeah.
too.
Are we ever gonna have a girl on the podcast?
I can bring my girlfriend.
Is this like no girls? James,
No girls
James, you're
allowed.
gonna have to get replaced as a guest.
If you have a penis, penis good, no penis bad. Anyways, okay. So actually, I see this question a lot from girls on TikTok and stuff. And it's like, do guys get really excited
Hell yeah.
when they have a crush?
Hell
and
yeah.
like yes, like
Hell yes.
yeah, like you just heard the story about my group chat thing. Unless Bogdan cut that out.
Imagine how excited and how like
Dude, guys are
what's
so
another word
jittery.
for it? Like
Guys are so jittery when like
if you know a guy that's like really quiet, like in class or like whenever you talk to him, and like that's Aiden, like he's quiet when you talk to him, but like if you get him in the right setting, like around his friends, bro,
he goes crazy.
he goes ham.
Yeah, like I was so like jittery after my first date with my girlfriend, and even before, dude, I was in Maryland. I was in another country. Bro, I was in another state. I was in another state, bro, and like I could not sleep, dude. I was just like, dude, I'm going on a date tomorrow with like that really pretty nice girl who I've been talking to for like a few weeks now, dude. Like I was just so like excited, and then after, I literally sent Bogdan a picture of me pooping. It was like
Oh yeah, I have it.
pooping.
I'll put this on. I'll put this.
Like pooping successful day, dude. Like I was so excited. Like I took like pictures like together, and like I don't know, I was just really excited. I still get really excited to hang out with her. Just to answer that question, yes, we get so excited. At least I do.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I think most guys get excited unless that guy's like 65 bodies. Dude, just
Man horn.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like
That's a wonderful point to bring to the table, Anthony.
thank you.
Man horn.
No, guys getting excited. Oh my gosh.
They might not show it though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also another thing. They might try to contain it, which is like
Because like I don't think a lot of
Like
might,
it's- like
might
it's-
be an ick.
It's gonna be an ick.
yeah,
You see guys get excited.
Yeah.
Why is he getting excited for me? Ick.
canceled. Like let us
Then they
like
get mad when like
Exactly.
you don't show anything.
I just hate women. Kill all women.
Okay, so when I said it earlier as a joke, like it was
I was just
funny.
kidding too. I was just kidding.
I would never say something. Like
Okay. I would never talk bad about women because I came out of one.
I think we were supposed to talk about friendships too.
Oh, yeah.
We just went on around like
that. Well, there's still a lot
just
of things
going-
about relationships.
nah, but I think like
I think we covered a lot of
to-
things in high school about relationships.
Yeah, friendships are also. I always
Easier.
heard.
They're easier.
I always heard that like they were
Yeah,
really
no,
hard
yeah.
to like maintain in high school, but like they're-
I kind of disagree.
whoever you're like close to, like I'm still close to my elementary school friends.
I've known James since second grade, for Christ's sake. Like,
Yeah.
bro, me and him hate each other, but also I would die for him. any day of the week,
And,
any
like-
moment, if I had to.
And like as a guy, at least I know for girls it's not like this, but guys can be like not talk for like 2 years, and then as soon as we have a class together, it's just like you're best friends
Bro,
again.
like that was me. Like, remember? Okay, that was us in 6th grade. Like 6th grade, we talked a lot because we had PE, and then 7th grade, I talked to you maybe like once because of COVID, and then 8th grade, we were right back to it. Friendship even stronger, and I think that's an important thing to also mention. Like, not necessarily in relationships, but I know in friendships it's very applicable. Like, if you and a person are having beef, having drama, whatever, having a problem, maybe just like take a break from like hanging out with them, from talking to them, and then like try to like be friends again. You know, after you've communicated about the beef, after you've disputed the argument, because like sometimes it's not like it's not worth to lose a friend over like a petty argument that you're making. Sometimes it's like it's just not worth it.
Also, trying to find the right friends in high school is hard.
Yeah.
Because in high school, again, everyone just kind of like
Everyone kind of knows each other already.
everyone, and also like
Also, some people you might not know about them. You're like, they might like hide something from you.
Yeah, that's true. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Like a secret.
authenticity in friendships and relationships is that's like my biggest thing. Like if you're a real guy, real girl, real person, that's just what I like in a person. Like if you're authentic, because like authenticity will take you places in life. Because people like people they can relate to. That's like a big thing. People like people that they feel safe with, that they're like that they enjoy spending time around, and that's like another like.
shut down.
That's like another like gift love language thing, like, you know, like
For friendships and for relationships, just like make sure you find someone or like people that don't make you do bad things and don't make you do things that you don't necessarily want to do. Like smoke weed or drink, or I mean, unless you maybe you do want to do those things. I don't. That's your life. That's your life. That's
we're not your parents.
I'm not gonna judge you for that. Whatever. Like, live your life. But me personally, I don't want to do that stuff. So I surround myself with people that don't do that stuff, and that's just.
Or be the designated driver.
No, that is not what he's saying.
And that like that's just the way I think. I don't want to be pressured to do it. I don't want to make that mistake. You know, I don't want to be around people that make me make that mistake. You know, or like support me by doing that. And so yeah,
High school is not about what you learned, okay? It's about the things you did and the things you learned. Wait.
it's not about what you learn. It's about what you
It's not, okay.
Take two.
High school isn't about high school.
I think what he's trying to say is that high school is like a place where you experience a lot of things and you learn, but like in different ways. Like you could learn about the things you're learning, I guess, but also like just experiences, tiny details that matter in your life, like friendships, obviously, or maybe even like tinier, like being a person, I guess, like knowing the right time, the right place, everything. Just high school is where you like experience everything. You try to do whatever you want, almost, except for dumb stuff, and you learn from it. Yeah. And you might be successful, you might not. You just have to try something different next time.
Bottom line, you got to mess around and find out sometimes.
That was all really we had. We just wanted to talk about relationships now, our opinions of it, just some like perspective as to at least our mindsets of it and our mindsets of like friendships now in high school. Thanks
Thank you
for listening
Thank you for
or
the
watching.
support. That
Like
was
thank
crazy.
you. Thank you so much for like we did not think like it was going to the first episode was going to have that many like views.
But, like, yeah.
And that like thank you for like the comments and stuff. That was really nice of you guys.
Dude, like we were in chemistry class, and I was like watching the numbers go up, watching the comments come in. I was like showing Anthony and Jason, I was like, guys, look. So just thank you, because like it's really nice
Means a lot.
to read those, and
the podcast
just see
made out
those.
of the GC.
The podcast made out of the group chat. Yeah. So thank you. We'll see y'all.
We need an outro.
We'll see y'all later. I'll make it. That's the outro. There you go. All right, are we locked in? We're all wearing socks.
We want our feet to be on feet.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Number 1 feet in America.
Bro, stop. Don't bang them on the floor like that, or I'm gonna bang you.